On the way up, I'm not only pressing up, but I'm pressing up and in to where the dumbbells actually touch here. Hey, what's up guys? Gary Walker here with liveanabolic.com and welcome back for another video. All right, in this video, I'm gonna give you a full body workout you can do using nothing but dumbbells. This is gonna be specifically for you older guys, all right? Here's the cool thing. You see me doing it here in my gym, but you're gonna be able to do these at home or anywhere you have access to dumbbells, because one thing I'm gonna do with some of these pieces of equipment, some of these exercises I'm choosing, I'm gonna use an exercise ball or a Swiss ball, whatever you want to call it, all right? If you have access to an adjustable bench, feel free to use the adjustable bench for some of these exercises, but I wanted to give you something that you can do at home. Here's the thing with the exercise ball. They cost 10 to 15 bucks, man, so no reason not to get one of those. You can get them at Walmart, at Target, or even on Amazon. All right, so that being said, let me lay out the structure of this workout. Typically, when I do overall body workouts, I like to start with the biggest movements first. So yes, that means we're gonna do some type of a squat variation. Again, all you need are dumbbells and you don't really need to go very heavy. The one thing I want you to focus on is pay attention to my form when you see me doing these. Form is critical when you're doing things at home, all right? It's gonna stay injury free. Also, one last thing before I get into the first exercise, slow down and control the reps if you have light weight. If you have heavier weight, you wanna warm up properly before you get into the heavy weights. But if you only have access to light weights, if you're doing these exercises at home, then to make them more intense, just slow down the repetitions. I'm talking 4 or 5 seconds on the way down, and then take your time going back up. Slow it down on the way down, take your time going back up. That's gonna keep tension on the muscles longer and really increase the intensity to ensure you're stimulating your muscle enough for muscle growth. All right, with that being said, the first exercise we're gonna be doing is a goblet squat. So I love goblet squats for my older men. Here's the thing I like about these. One is it helps with your hip mobility, your ankle mobility. And if you struggle with that now, make sure you do 2 or 3 warm-up sets with just your body weight. Don't even use any weight at all. Just use your body weight, get down as deep as you can, kind of sit down in that bottom position for a little bit. And the main thing I want you to focus on down there is stretching those hips. I'll show you what I typically do here in a minute. If you have a dumbbell and you're starting with the dumbbell, then you want to keep the dumbbell as close to your body as possible when you're doing this. People tend to lean forward on the way down and bring the dumbbells away from your body. You don't want to bring the dumbbell too far away from your body. You don't want to allow it to stray too far, because that's going to place a lot of stress on your lumbar spine. All right, so really focus on just keeping this right up against your body. Keep your chest out and shoulders back. The next part of the movement, then I'll get started, is hinging at the hips. Basically, all that means is you're getting your glutes back before you start dropping down into your squat. So let me show you what this looks like. Dropping my glutes back, bringing the squat down. And this is what I mean by sitting down in the position. Sit down here and get your hips comfortable. If you can't get this low, I understand, and it's okay. Just take it as low as you can comfortably go. Focus on trying to open up your hips though, as when you get down into the bottom position. Really move around a little bit in this position. Feel them opening up, feeling the stretch. Also the ankles. Ankles tend to be really tight as well. But this is what we're starting this workout with. I'm gonna show you about 5 or 6 reps of these just so you can see how to do these correctly. Again, weight is close, chest is out, driving up. Give you a couple more here. All right, that's how you're gonna do your goblet squat. So basically what I want you to shoot for is 10 to 12 repetitions. All right, and we're gonna go straight sets with this workout, meaning you're gonna do 10 to 12, rest about 60 seconds, get your breath, allow for a little bit of recovery, then do a second set. After the second set, rest for another 60 seconds, allow for that little bit of recovery, then do your third set. Once you finish with your third set, then you're gonna move into exercise number 2. And that's how you're gonna structure this entire workout. Exercise number 2 is a posterior chain movement, meaning the backside, the glutes, the low back, and the hamstrings. So we're gonna be doing a dumbbell RDL. For these, you wanna, again, keep your chest out, shoulders back, hinge at the hips, and allow the weights to ride down your legs. Right here, feel the good stretch in the hamstrings, the back part of your legs. Keep your back tight and straight. Don't allow it to round this way. Keep it straight, come right back up, and then squeeze your glutes right here at the top. Nice and slow, glutes are back, weights are driving down, good stretch. Squeeze them. Do 3 more here so you can see how I'm doing these. And again, I can't tell you enough the importance of not going too far here. Just feel the full stretch in the hamstrings and don't allow your back to round right here at this position. Keep that back straight, keep your core tight. 1 more. All right, that's the second movement that you're going to be doing. All right, for the third exercise, we're moving on up the body a little bit. We worked the legs, the front of the legs, back of the legs, glutes, low back. Now we're gonna choose a chest movement. This is where the exercise ball comes from, or comes in. All right, again, if you have an adjustable bench, you want to set it up for an incline. Here's what I like though. I don't really like the steep 45-degree inclines because as an older man, you naturally have wear and tear on those shoulder joints. That steep angle puts even more stress on your shoulder joints. So to offset some of that stress, take some of the tension off of your shoulders, place more on your pecs. You want about a 30-degree angle, okay? And we are going, for the chest, we are doing an incline because that tends to be one of the most neglected parts of the chest. Men usually just get straight on a flat bench press, doing dumbbell bench press, dumbbell flies, which is okay. But again, that angle is hard on your shoulder joints. I like to offset that slightly by bringing the shoulders out, creating some external rotation, opening up the shoulder joint, allowing for a little bit more clearance on the bottom position of this movement. All right, so we're gonna get down into an incline position here. Open up that chest, press the weight up. So the other thing you'll notice me doing here is I'm coming out down, I'm coming out wide. On the way up, I'm not only pressing up, but I'm pressing up and in to where the dumbbells actually touch here. The reason I'm pointing that out, if you were doing a barbell, you're naturally just having to go straight up, straight down, straight up, and you're missing out on some of that inner contraction. So I like to really come out wide, press up, in, out wide, up, and in. That's gonna allow for a full stretch at the bottom and a full contraction at the top. A couple more here. All right, that is a dumbbell incline press. All right, the next exercise we're going to be doing, let me move this out of the way, is the back side. So we've worked the anterior part of our torso, now we're gonna work the back. The exercise I'm choosing is a dumbbell back row. Similar thing with the back row, you do want to hip hinge as well. You don't want to just bend over and start doing rows because again, that can place a lot of stress on your lower back. Let me point this out. If you have a weak lower back, if you have lower back issues, one thing you can do instead of doing the regular back row that you see me doing here, you can do one and you can do what I typically call a lawnmower row. Use your opposite hand for support. Keep that lat stretch, a wide stance, and do a dumbbell row this way. This opposite hand is gonna help support your low back. Still nice, slow, under control. Then you would just alternate sides. Same thing, wide base stance, support with the opposite, nice stretch, and do your dumbbell row with that back support. All right, so now the next exercise we're gonna do is a shoulder exercise. If you see me sweating, you see me drenched, super hot in this place, 90 degrees. But the next thing we're gonna do is a shoulder exercise. Most of my videos, I always choose a compound shoulder movement. We'll do a shoulder press or something like that. But for this one, I really want you to focus on the lateral delts. So since we're doing an incline chest movement, you're also working the anterior delt. So we're getting a little bit of front delt work when we're doing our upper chest work. Now I really want to isolate the back part of our shoulders, or the sides, the medial delts. What you need to focus on here is not bringing the dumbbells all the way up. You actually are taking them out, as if you've got walls right beside you and you're pushing the walls away. That's the motion that you want to mimic, all right? Slight bend in the elbows, shoulders back, out, just like that. You're going out. Show you 3 more. 3. All right, and that is extremely important because I've been a part of gyms for a lot of years. 90% of the people that do these do them incorrect. You'll see guys with their wrists up here. You don't want your wrists to be higher than your elbows or your shoulders. You actually want your shoulders, you want your elbow to be directly under your shoulder, and you want your wrist to be below your elbows. So just sides, just like that. Don't rotate out and don't go all the way to the top when you're working your shoulders. It's a small movement, all right? So now we're gonna get into bicep work. One of my favorite bicep exercises are across body curls. So all we're doing here is we're curling across the body, rotating the wrist out. Rotate the wrist out. Show you a couple more here. Nice and slow, focus on contracting those biceps up here. Nice full stretch, nice contraction, nice full stretch. All right guys, we are almost done. Couple more exercises and then I'll let you get started on your actual workout. All right, now we're gonna do a tricep exercise, all right? For this, we're gonna bring the exercise ball back. Here's the thing, if you have a bench, like I mentioned earlier, feel free to use the bench. If you don't have a bench, you don't have a ball, all you have are dumbbells and you're at home, then you can still do this entire workout. If you're doing the incline, you can just lean up against the chair. Get your butt forward, lean up against the chair, and do an incline. Same with this position here, you can do a floor. This actual exercise is gonna be a dumbbell skull crusher. So if you don't have a ball, you don't have a bench, you can do them on the floor. You're gonna have a limited range of motion, but you're still gonna be able to hit that top contraction at the very top of each rep. All right, so for this, we are gonna use the ball though. Key thing with the ball, get your arms back behind your head, your hands behind your head. Nice, good stretch, nice contraction. The thing I like about using these exercise balls, not only are you working the muscle group, for instance, the triceps here or the chest on an incline, but you're constantly working the stabilizer muscles and you're working your core muscles. So I really like doing a lot of these exercises on these exercise balls. Show you a couple more. This is the decline skull crusher, all right? So we are gonna finish off with a core movement. Since we've got the ball out here, one thing I do like to do with this, there's several ab exercises that work really well, stir the pot exercises. That one tends to be a little bit more difficult. If you don't do it correctly, that can lead to some back pain. So I'm not gonna recommend that one since I can't actually watch you do it. So one of the safer movements on this is an actual crunch. So an exercise or Swiss ball crunch. So basically for this, I like to go lower and then bring my lower back right into the ball here. And basically what you want to do is drive your glutes into the pad or drive your glutes into the ball and contract your abs. Blow out forcefully, all right? Inhale on the way down, blow out forcefully on the way up. Really feel those abs contracting there. Nice big stretch, nice contraction. Show you 3 more. hold that contraction at the top 2 to 3 seconds. Really focus on squeezing those abs tight to bring out those blocks to help build that six pack. But guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and let me know. If you have any questions at all about any of the exercises or anything else in the video, then please comment below and let me know. Other than that, man, that's all that I got. Get busy, get after it, and God bless.